Yeah. And what are you seeing are the main challenges that teenagers are actually having at the moment? You mentioned screen time and the distraction of social media and everything that sort of comes with that seeking of those dopamine hits and students, I guess, challenged around what they are going to be focusing on or what they can focus on. What are you seeing are the main challenges that you're addressing in your business at the moment?
Yeah, so our organisation is quite focused on really reaching where the students are. So we're very, very student centric. We don't sort of look at what they should be. We're like, well, where are you at right now, and who do you want to be, and how do you want to achieve it? Because there's so many different paths, right? So some of the biggest challenges that we're definitely seeing is the oversaturation of information, of peer pressure, of expectations, and a lot of them, especially with developing teenage minds, they actually aren't able to differentiate between something that's real and fake. A really blatant example is, you scroll on Instagram, you see all these beautiful Instagram models or beautiful products out there. A lot of girls are just consuming that. And I'm speaking in broad terms here, but girls are generally attracted to some of those more materialistic elements, the more visual, pretty elements, but they're not able to differentiate to go, that's Photoshop, that's not actually real, that's an unrealistic expectation. And similarly, there'll be things in gaming or conquest that we're seeing with the teenage boys. But what I'm really getting at is that because there's so much more information, the expectation rises, but we haven't given our children the guidelines or the structure to build in a healthy way. It's kind of like getting a tomato plant to just, it's untrellised, it's not structured, it's not supported, so it's not going to be really reaching for its potential and growing the way that it could. So I think that that's a real challenge because with more digital technology, and we've seen this in the law school space as well. Back in the day when a lot of the law was in books, the exams expected X amount because we knew that you could only read so much. Then now with electronic databases and all that kind of thing, it's evolved again. And now with AI and God knows what, like it's all happening. We shouldn't be afraid of it, but we've got to understand that with every evolution, it's going to take a bit of lag time to catch up. I think high school education in general is much the same. Our teenagers are the same. There's so many more people telling you or voices telling you you should look like this, you should think like that. You're not allowed to say that. But how do we give our kids a way to actually discern, measure what's good and what's bad? And the dopamine thing for teenagers is it's inherently wired. Like it is part of the developmental process. So how do we actually plan for that? And that's what we do. We partner with a lot of allied health professionals, a lot of specialists to sort of be like, well, if we know that there's a certain neurochemistry that's just going to happen and developmentally that's how it is, it's called puberty for a reason.